Hi, this is Mike Ryan, and today we're here to talk about problem solving on the batting tee. For example, specifically, if you're hitting too many balls into the ground and what we call your biggest miss, and that's hitting pull side down. So if you're practicing on the tee and you find that you're in a batting cage, or maybe it's in your batting practice, you're hitting a lot of balls pull side down, that's what this video is for. Hitting too many ground balls, weak ground balls, and specifically hitting a lot of pull side down. We always talk to our students about hitting the ball straight on a line drive with a slight upward angle of about 45 degrees or so. If we're not hitting the ball straight, we continue to practice first, building a fundamental swing by hitting it straight. Secondly, we envision the body of water, making sure the ball is going over the body of water. If you find yourself hitting the ball to the pull side down, in my case being a lefty, it's going to go pull side in this direction. We want to make sure that you understand what could be some of the problems happening when that starts to go pull side down. So two things that we're going to start is one, we're going to work on why the ball is going right, and the second thing is why the ball is going down. So first things first, as far as from a swing standpoint, if I'm hitting the ball down towards the right, that means my bat head, my barrel, is moving around the ball, going in this direction. So if you can picture that, that means my barrel actually is going down towards the right side, pull side down, after I hit the baseball. And what I want to happen is my barrel to hit the ball and actually ignite towards my target after I hit the ball. So I want to be able to hit and go towards the target, just like if I'm hitting the ball in this direction incorrectly, what's probably happening is my barrel is going down towards that direction. So the reason why that starts to happen, it could be a few reasons why it's starting, but the biggest thing you need to understand is what we're looking for is if you start to rotate your hips, keep the barrel, the bat head itself, inside the ball, meaning on this side of the ball. If we drew a straight line from here to the camera going back towards the umpire, anything on this side of the ball is called the inside part of the ball, anything on that side is called the outside of the ball. What we want to make sure is that we're rotating our hips, our barrel stays on the inside half of the ball as long as possible. That allows us to hit the ball more in a straighter direction. It'll also put us in a better position for our barrel to move that way, creating also better flight. So I'm actually going to try to demonstrate a pull side down and also try to demonstrate sending one up the middle as well. So a pull side down may look something like this, exaggerated, okay? And you can see as I spun out, I went in that direction, okay, not very good. Trying to hit the ball more up, straight up the middle, is my barrel is now going to have to stay in here longer as I hit. So I'm here, and then I go up the middle, mainly because I stayed in here. So again, even if I did that slowly, as I rotate my hips, I'm here. That one I get around, and then as I go here, I try to hold the angle longer and then send it a little bit more up the middle. So again, flight first. Number one, get the ball over the water. Number two, hit it straighter. Second thing, and a point for everybody to understand, after contact with the ball, it's crucial that the bat head go in the direction you're trying to hit the ball. It's almost that simple. So if I'm trying to go, my bat's pulling this way, I'm going to hit it that way, okay? And that's not going to equal very much power, very much quickness off a live pitch. So I want to make sure my barrel is traveling towards my target after every swing. That way I'm hitting the ball in that direction as opposed to going pull side down. Okay? Last thing, and sometimes what causes that, the popular myth of squishing the bug. Sometimes what happens is, if you can see this, is people start to turn on their back foot. Well, then their shoulder starts to open and then they go around the ball. I'll give you that angle here. They begin to spin on their back foot, shoulder opens, and they go this way. What we want to make sure is when we hit off our back foot, we hit off the inside of our back foot as we're hitting, and we're not spinning on the back side. So we hit this way, where the back foot stays in and comes up. That way I can stay inside the ball with my barrel. If I'm spinning too early, the barrel, then everything starts to go in this direction and it begins to pull me off. So if you want better ball flight, mechanically it starts from the lower half, but also what you're trying to produce barrel inside the ball, bat head going up to the target, and then finishing your swing. So I always tell our students, if you're going to miss, what we want to do is we want to either miss up or to the opposite side. In my case, missing up to the left would be a better miss. Hitting pull side down is our worst miss off a tee. So start practicing that. Focus on flight going up the middle. Try to keep the bat head inside the ball and stay away from pulling off, and keep that shoulder in and drive the ball right back up the middle. Thanks for joining us today. Hope this helped eliminating those pull side ground balls.